Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
Yes. Okay, so let's begin our class today with a small prayer.
I am unable to hear you. I am not able to visualize the video.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Gayatri ma'am, can you hear me?
No, ma'am, it is very low voice. I am not able to catch up.
Okay. Can you
Is
disconnect?
there anything wrong from my side?
Can you disconnect and reconnect?
Okay, okay. That means
And-
leave and come again, is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And Gayatri ma'am, also check the volume on your Zoom.
Okay, the rest of you can hear me clearly, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfectly.
Yes.
Perfect.
Clear.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so let's just say a small prayer. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat
Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru
Tasmai
Sakshat
Shri.
Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri
Brahma,
Guru.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Yes. Hello, everyone. How are you? How was your week? Last week?
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. You can hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Okay, great, great. I was just asking everyone how was their week last week from the last class.
Last class, I did not come attend. No, ma'am. Last
Yes,
class, I did not attend.
no issues. I will upload the video by the after the end of today's class. I will upload the previous video.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So without wasting further time, I'll just share my screen. So today, I had given you a cartoon. I had shared a Ramayana cartoon with you all in the WhatsApp group. So today, we will start with a bit of Ramayana trivia. It's related and how you will come to know as we progress. So this class is going to be more interactive. You will have to answer. So I'll call out, or you can one by one answer. That's not a problem. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Everybody can see the screen?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay. So, yeah, so I had given you the cartoon of Ramayana to read, and we will start with the trivia. Okay. Can you identify the name, the role, specify the role and one quality of this character? You'll have to.
Dasharat.
Okay, it is open to interpretation. It could be Dasharatha, or who's the other king you know of in Ramayana?
Janaka.
Yes, Janaka, right. So he is the king, right? So that would
Yeah.
be the role, right? So
Yeah.
what is one quality that you would like to tell about Janaka or a king? Anybody?
Protector, benevolent person,
Right, absolutely.
provider.
Yes, correct.
Specifically about Janaka, he was a philosopher.
King in general, king.
Okay.
Ruler,
Father figure.
Right.
Ruler, father.
Yes, father figure. Right, absolutely right. Yes. So also a ruler, so governs the kingdom, right? So this would be one quality of Janaka or the king, a king in general, right? Coming next, who is this? Can you identify?
Kausalya.
Kausalya
Right.
and Rama.
Kausalya, yes. So Kausalya is the,
Mother.
yes, mother
Rama.
of Rama, right? Alternatively, if you look at it,
Queen.
yes, queen.
Mm.
Absolutely, queen. And what one quality of a queen or a, yeah, of a queen would be? Or a mother?
Support system.
Yes, support system.
Someone who nurtures.
Nurtures. Perfect.
A
She was
comforting.
sacrificial. She sacrificed the fact that her son had to leave her and go. So
Yeah. Mm.
Yes. Yes.
a mother would normally not let her children part, but she actually allowed her, or
Yes.
was forced to, or however you may interpret it, to
Right.
let go of her own children. So
Yes. Yes. Absolutely right. So when you look at a queen or a mother, alternatively, she would be nurturing, motherly, protective of her children. So these would be some of the few qualities, right, of a queen. Okay, next, great. Can you identify the person in the right with the purple turban?
Guru.
Right. Could you name the person?
Mm. Mm.
No? Okay. Sumantra?
Ah.
Okay.
Mm.
Sumantra,
Mm.
yes. And he was the minister. So what quality would you say for Sumantra?
Wise.
Right.
Advisor.
Right. Advisor, correct? Absolutely right. Advice, wisdom. Hmm? He would,
Wisdom.
yes,
Mm.
he would guide the king, correct? Give his advice. Great. Next.
Sita.
Right.
Mm.
Yes. Queen, sorry, Sita. So for her, what role would you designate? She would be the princess,
Okay.
right?
Mm.
Because Kausalya we have called as a queen, she would be the princess. And what quality do you would you describe for Sita?
Calmness.
Okay,
she was tolerant,
tolerant,
Composed.
composed, okay. And also
loyal, very loyal.
Beautiful.
beauty, yeah, beauty,
She was
and
emotional.
She was
yes,
loyal.
loyal, yes, that too, correct. Next,
Rama.
Lakshmana.
Rama, right,
Rama.
yes. Prince. Hmm? And what quality?
Brave.
Brave, yes.
Obedient.
Obedient, absolutely.
Warrior.
Warrior, yes. And highly intelligent. So it is just
Highly
one that I
intelligent.
have picked. Sorry?
Highly intelligent.
Intelligent, yes, yes, yes. Correct. Next, can you identify the character on the left?
Nala Neela.
Neela, right, absolutely right. Neela. So, what role did Neela play?
Architect of the bridge. Both of them.
Yes, and he was also the commander-in-chief.
Commander-in-chief.
Yes. So, what quality would you describe?
Loyal.
Loyal, yes.
A commanding presence.
Yes. Bravery. So, courage.
Someone in authority.
Sorry.
He had the authority to command the army.
Authority, yes.
Command.
So, courage and strength, right?
Mm.
Courage and strength to face the enemies, right? Yeah. Next, the character to the right.
Manthara.
Kaikeyi and Manthara.
Manthara, right. So Manthara, who was Manthara?
She was the maid of Kaikeyi.
Yes, she was
Came
a
along with her from her maternal.
right. And one quality of hers that was a tipping point, maybe, the reason for why Ramayana happened?
He was
Very loyal and gossiper.
She poisoned her ears.
Yes. Right.
Gossip.
Gossip. Yes. So you can say obstacles, fears, right? She created hurdles by putting in seed of jealousy and putting in seed of insecurity in
True.
yeah. So that resulted in the creation of fear in the mind of Kaikeyi and further resulting in obstacles to Rama taking over the throne. So yeah. So this is just a what do you say? Correlation of planets that we are going to learn. Okay.
Oh.
Yes. So can you see this figure? Can you see the pieces of chess?
Yeah.
Yes. So the first piece is the king.
King.
Yes.
Sun.
So the king represents the sun in planets, right? So whatever characters of the king are will be depicted by the sun as a planet. Okay. Similarly, for the queen, it will be the moon.
Moon.
Ah.
The moon will depict the characters of a queen or a mother, right? Then comes the advisor, the guru. This is Jupiter, right? Brihaspati. Brihaspati will represent the characters of an advisor or a guru. Then comes the princess, that is Shukra. So beauty, luxury, those characters will be depicted by Shukra. Then comes the prince, that is Mercury. Mercury will represent intelligence and so many other characters of a prince, right? Chanchal, because Mercury can be highly influenced. Mercury can be a malefic or a benefic planet, depending on which company it takes. So, Chanchal, maybe in a way. Then comes Neel, or the commander-in-chief, that is Mars. So, courage, valor, bravery, those traits will be depicted by Mars. And finally, you have the servant here, which is Saturn. So Saturn will depict qualities of a servant because Saturn has a predilection for, laborious work and kind of hindrance and obstacles in the way. And whatever you want to achieve will be very slowly achieved. So, so that this is the planetary cabinet that you have. Yes, from Sun or the king to Saturn or the servant. So with this idea in mind, and I acknowledge Venkatraman sir for this beautiful depiction of planets in the form of chess pieces and the characters of Ramayana, because this was his idea, and I have I give due acknowledgement, and I have also taken his permission to reproduce his work here. So I really thank sir for this beautiful way of representing, because this will now stay in our minds and we will not have to mug up, right? This will absolutely stay in our minds. Okay. Now, coming to today's class. So can anyone, okay, I'll just call out names. You read one by one. Okay. I request Gayatri ma'am to read Sun.
Okay. Sun, Surya, the king of the planetary cabinet. It is the source of light and life. It signifies the father, the government, soul, ego, vitality, and heart.
Yes. So when I was talking about the characteristics, so all these terms, can define Sun. It is the soul of a being. It also can mean a government, right? It is our ego, our self, then vitality and heart. All these things are depicted or ruled by the sun, you can say, or Surya, right? Is this clear? See, you need not learn it by heart. This you will eventually come to know as you start seeing planets in your chart and, signify its signification to you as a personality. So this is just 2 lines, but you will come to know more in depth as we go planets, depth of planets. Yeah. Next, I request Amrita to read Moon or Chandra. Amrita?
The queen of the planetary cabinet, it signifies the mind. It rules the sense and emotions and gives the native the nur-
Nurturing.
nurturing qualities. It also signifies imagination, memory, mother, water, bodily fluid, the feminine parts and lungs.
Right. Thank you, Amrita. So, moon or Chandra is the emotions. If sun or Surya is the soul and ego, moon is the memory,
Emotion.
the emotions, the imagination. Yeah.
Mm.
And it also is depicted as mother, water, bodily fluids, the feminine parts and lungs. So if you see that each organ is also having a signification, each planet is having its signification in the organs. So the heart is kind of ruled by the sun. And here
Oh.
the feminine parts and lungs are ruled by the moon.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Next. Next I request Naveen. Naved or Naveen. I'm sorry. It's Asjad written here, but I forget your name, first name.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Mercury, Buddha.
No,
the
Mars.
prin-
Mars. Sorry,
No,
sorry.
Mars.
Mars.
Sorry, Mars, Mangal, the commander-in-chief of the planetary cabinet. It signifies courage, both mental and physical. It denotes military, police, surgeons, accidents, energy, strength, weapons, sports, brothers, blood, and surgery.
Right. So if you see, Mars is commander-in-chief. It's more about the physicality. It's more about the physical energy, right? Where you have to face the enemy and actually, what do you say? Imagine yourself in a battlefield. So what it requires, if you imagine yourself in a battlefield, it's not only the physical strength, but it's the mental strength also that matters. So it is both mental and physical courage or strength that is signified by Mars. And hence, what are the professions that it can signify? Military, police, surgeons, right? Accidents. So accidents is not a profession, but maybe the inclination or proclination towards accidents. It could mean that. The energy that we have, the strength, the weapons, sports. So all physical and mental activities, brothers. So in relations, it signifies brothers. So moon signifies a mother in relations and sun the father, right? And blood and surgery. So all of this are pretty mental and physical strength that signifies mental and physical strength, right? Next, I request Kiran to read Mercury.
Ma'am, 1 second.
Yes.
Here the sun, moon, Mars and all written in specific color, this thing. Does it signifies the colors of the stars?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, okay.
It's a good
Manjari
question.
ma'am, sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Manjari ma'am.
Yes.
See, Mars, does it denote anger also?
Yes, it does.
Okay, fine. That answer. Thank you.
Yes, because see, this is just a snippet. It's not the depth of the planet, because when we dive deep into each planet, we will get into more finer details. And then, but yes, you're right. It denotes anger also.
Right. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. So next, I request Kiran.
Yeah, can you scroll the slide little bit?
Yes, sure. I can do that. Can you see now?
Mercury, that's still it's in the
Okay,
half
wait.
of.
Okay, now can you see?
Yeah.
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Mercury, Buddha, the
Yeah.
prince in the cabinet, rules the rational mind and speech, the intelligence. It signifies good communicators. Mercury signifies the skin, nervous system, maternal uncles, advisory positions, commerce and trade.
Trade, right. So Mercury signifies good communication skills, right? Intelligence, speech, the rational mind. Buddha, that signifies that. And it also signifies in body organs, the skin, the nervous system, in relations, the maternal uncles, advisory positions, and in profession, it's advisory positions in commerce or trade. So this is all the areas where what Mercury signifies or Buddha signifies. Yes. Next, one moment, please. Okay. Instead of me calling out, okay. Okay, yes, now I can see. Next is Nikhilji.
Okay. Jupiter, Guru, the minister in the cabinet, perceptor of God, signifies the top political and administrative positions. It signifies husband in a female chart. Jupiter signifies knowledge, wisdom, dharma, spirituality, teachers, gurus, religious places, etc.
Right. So this is all the signification of Guru or Brihaspati planet. So it signifies knowledge, wisdom. Now, intelligence and knowledge is different. Intelligence is signified by Buddha and communication. But Guru signifies knowledge, wisdom, dharma, spirituality, and of course, teachers, gurus in profession. And religious places is where you would see the effect of Guru the most. Right? And in a female chart, like it is said, signifies husband and top political and administrative. So this is all about Brihaspati. Next is Shukra or Venus. Prajakta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, can you read out Shukra?
Yeah, sure. Venus, the princess in the cabinet and also the minister in the cabinet, precipitator of domain.
Of
it is royal. Yeah, it is royal, sensual, generous, beautiful. It signifies beauty, creativity, love, harmony, luxury, and also assets, vehicles, prosperity. It signifies wife in a male chart.
Right. So Shukra, thank you, Prajakta. Shukra or Venus is a princess, right? So it is royal, sensual, generous, beautiful. It signifies beauty, creativity, love, harmony, luxury, and assets like vehicles and prosperity. So this is all signified by Shukra, the planet Shukra. Next, I request Prashant Kini sir to please read Saturn Shanishwara.
Saturn, Shanishwara, the servant in the cabinet and rules jobs that require hard work, the leadership of workers, government services. It signifies longevity, obstacles, poverty, debts, grief, fears, pessimism, delays, and muscles.
Right. So, like I said, it is a servant in the cabinet and it requires hard work. And the leadership of workers, so lower class, government services. Okay, it signifies longevity, it signifies obstacles, poverty, debts, grief, fears, pessimism, delays. So all you can say negativity, but nothing is really purely negative. It is just delayed, is all. And muscles in organs. Now, when it comes to Rahu will assume the role of Shanishwara. And Ketu will assume the role of Mars. Means the signification will be similar to Shanishwara when it comes to Rahu. And for Ketu, it will be similar to Mars. Right? Okay. So Rahu and Ketu, in the last class we have seen, they are Vedic names of grahas, which are not actually planets, but they are points on the sky where the solar and the lunar paths intersect each other. And the northern node is called as the Rahu and the southern node is called as the Ketu. And it is exactly 180 degrees opposite to each other. Even in the our native chart, we have seen, right, how they are exactly opposite to each other.
Yeah, आम्ही astrology student असणारे असं दिलेलं होतं आणि ते really आणि झालं खरंच आहे.
Okay. Okay. So now, if you have one word that is predominant, that comes, prominently in the mind when you talk about a planet, what those words would be. So we'll start from Mercury or Buddha. Buddha, it's intelligence. Saturn, it is structured. Moon, it is emotions. Rahu is obsession. Mars is courage. Venus is love and luxury. Jupiter is higher wisdom. and sun is self-esteem. So this is how the planets influence our mind. You know, one word that would describe the effect of these planets on our mind would be these. For sun, it would be the self-esteem. For Ketu, it is the disconnect. Rahu and Ketu are exactly opposite. Ketu is disconnect. Rahu is obsession. Mercury is intelligence. Saturn is structured. Moon is emotions. Mars is courage. Venus is love and luxury. And Jupiter is higher wisdom. Right? Again, this need not be learnt by heart. It will come slowly. So, sun is the father or the king, and moon is the mother or the queen of the planetary cabinet. Right? Mercury is the prince. Venus is the princess. Mars is the warrior. Jupiter is the teacher or guru, and Saturn is a servant or workers. Right? What we saw in the last slide. So, each planet will own one sign. Each planet is the lordship, is the lord of one sign. Now, only sun and moon own one Rashi. But Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn will own 2 houses or 2 Rashis. Okay. So if you see from sun side, there will be 1 houses that it will own, and from moon's side, there will be 1 houses that each planet will own. Okay. What I mean, I will show you exactly. So sun, if it is a soul, moon is the mind. Mercury is the thinking mind. Venus is the desire. Mars is the action. Jupiter is the wisdom. Saturn is renunciation. Right? So the king and queen, it is a mythological story that the king and queen, they gave 1 house each from their sides to Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. That is why sun and moon have 1 house each, and all the other planets have 2 houses each of ownership. Got it? Is this concept clear? Yes, you will slowly learn, come to know as I show you the chart. Now, so the constellation and the rulers, this also, you will have not learn it by heart. You will slowly, as in when you read more and more charts, you will come to know what owns what. Okay. So if we have the Leo Rashi, it is, or Simha Rashi is owned by Surya or sun, and Karka Rashi is owned by moon. Similarly, Virgo or Kanya is owned by Buddha, and Gemini. Gemini is also called Mithun. Mithun and Kanya are owned by Buddha Rashi. Virgo and Gemini are owned by Mercury planet. Libra and Taurus are owned by Venus. Scorpio and Aries are owned by Mars. Sagittarius and Pisces are owned by Jupiter. And Capricorn and Aquarius are owned by Saturn. Now, looking at this, you will not get the pattern and you will not understand it. I will take you to the chart. There you will come to. Okay. Till here, is it clear? The concept of each planet being owners of 2 houses, except sun and moon, because they are the king and the queen. They own only 1 house each, that is Leo and Cancer, that is sun and moon. And all the other planets, that is 5 other planets, own 2 houses each. That is how you get the total number of 12 houses named Rashis. Houses are different, Rashis are different. This concept is clear? Yes. Yes. Okay. Now let's come to the classification of signs or the Rashis. Okay. How a planet behaves depends on the constellation in which it sits. Okay. We use 12 Rashis or 12 constellations from Mesha to Meena. So the constellation is classified in various ways, and we shall see some broad classifications of constellations. Okay. Now, what is Kala Purusha? Kala Purusha chart. What is Kala Purusha? Time. Time. Yes, the birth of time. Kala Purusha chart, or a natal chart of the at the time of birth of time itself. Okay. You understood? It is a birth of time. When the time came to being, what chart, what planetary positions was, that is the Kala Purusha chart. That is the ideal, we can say. Okay, and we will learn first on the Kala Purusha chart. It is the baseline, you can say, because it is the birth of time. So Kala Purush, Kala is time. Purush is a being, man. So the cosmic man is the ruler of the time factor. Time itself is viewed as a human being. If time were to be a human being, then what chart would that time have is the Kala Purusha chart, right? The planets in particular house, the Rashis in a particular place, then the number of houses also will all be defined in the Kala Purusha chart. Okay. So a Kala Purusha chart is a generic horoscope used in astrology for teaching purpose. The Kala Purusha chart has Mesha or Aries as the rising sign, that is the ascendant. Do you recollect the ascendant?
Yes.
Yes. Please excuse me. My son is calling. Just a minute, please. Yes, my apologies. Okay. So the Kala Purusha chart has Mesha or Aries as the rising sign. And the rest of the signs are arranged in the remaining. So if Mesh or Aries is a rising sign, which house it will be? House number?
1.
1. Correct. So if Aries is 1, Meena will be 12. 1, 2.
Correct.
12.
Yes.
Yes. So the general direction of life and its different aspects are all easily understood by superimposing the concept of Kala Purusha on the horoscope of the individual. So Kala Purusha is like a layer. It's like a transparency. We used to have transparency. If we have presented something earlier before computers and presentations on laptops, we used to write on those transparent sheets and then do presentations, if you remember. And they used to be projected on the wall. So it is something like that. If you have one transparent page of Kala Purusha chart, that is one layer. And if you superimpose it on your actual natal chart, they talk to each other. That has an influence. So the Kala Purusha chart will cross-talk with your natal chart. And we will come to know what we are as an individual with the help of that. As we go further, we will come further. So this is the Kala Purusha chart. Don't be boggled by the amount of information on this. This is vital information, but we will learn it slowly one by one. Right now, keep your focus only on numbers 1 to 12 over here. This line. 1 Mesha, 2 Vrishabha, 3 Miduna, 4 Karkataka, 5 Simha, 6 Kanya, 7 Tula, 8 Vrishchika, 9 Dhanu, 10 Makara, 11 Kumbha, 12 Meena. Yes. This all information is important. It will be taught one by one. But right now, this is important. So the Kala Purusha chart, you will always have the first house or the ascendant or a Lagna as Mesh. And therefore, the first house is Mesha and the 12th house is Meena. Okay. Now, I was talking about the ownership, the lords, the planetary lords, right? So I said that Sun owns Simha Rashi, correct? Simha, 5th. And the moon or the queen owns the Karkataka Rashi. So they are adjacent to each other. The king and the queen sit next to each other. Then what happens? Then the prince goes to the king. He says, "Oh king, you have all the planetary, all the Rashis. Please give me one Rashi." So the sun, out of happiness, gives Kanya, the adjacent Rashi, to Mercury, Buddha. Buddha is the prince. Now, Buddha is very smart. He will go to moon also because moon will not deny. The queen will never deny him. So queen also gets happy and she gives one house adjacent to her cabinet. That is Miduna. So therefore, Mercury owns Miduna and Kanya. Then when the princess comes to know that the prince has got Rashis or houses, she also goes to the king. She says, "Oh king, you please give me one house. You please give me one Rashi." So he gets happy and he gives the adjacent one, that is Tula. Similarly, she goes to moon and therefore she gets Vrishabha. Then when the commander-in-chief comes to know, he also goes and he says, oh Lord, you have given to everyone, please give me. And therefore he gets Vrishchika and Mesha. Then Jupiter comes to know, or Budhan, not Budhan, Guru, Brihaspati. Guru also goes and therefore he gets Dhanu and Meena. And last, the servant gets what is left. What is left is Makara and Kumbha. This is how the ownership is. If you understand the concept, you will understand, it will stay in your mind. You won't have to mug it up, right? If the Kalapurusha chart, the signs, the Rashis, the position of the Rashis, if they are fixed in your mind, just by understanding the concept, you will be able to tell which Rashis are owned by Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Right? If you know, you should know the starting points. That is Simha and Karpa, Sun and Moon. After that, it will follow. Right? Is this clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, other information is also vital, but we will go slowly. That's not required right now. Okay. Now, let's ask somebody to read. One moment. Rashmi ji, can you read this? Sorry. Can you read this next part? Classification of signs?
Yeah. The full thing I'll read.
No, the first sentence and the fire sign.
Elements of the sign reveals the basic temperament of the sign. Fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. They respond very quickly, very energetic, active, courageous, but may be wild, like fire.
So now, if you broadly classify the Rashis, you can classify them into 4 elements, right? That is fire, earth, air, and water. Now, tell me, out of fire, earth, air, water, which element denotes life?
Water.
Yes, water. And?
Air.
Earth. Earth. Earth and water denotes life, correct? On earth, there is life. In water also, there is life, the water creatures, right? So, earth and water denotes life, and hence they are female signs. So, there is another broad classification of male and female. Just for your information, before we go there, earth and water denotes female signs, and fire and air denotes male signs. Okay. Yes. So, so what are the features of fire? Now, fire, which are the Rashis which have the fire element? Aries, the first one, Leo, the 5th one, and Sagittarius, the 9th one. 1, 5, 9. Okay. It jumps 4 houses, the fire sign. 1, then 5, then 9. Every 4th house. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius has the fire element. Okay. Next, I request Ritu. Ritu ma'am, can you read about Earth?
Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They are practical, dependable, and solid, but are slow and may be resistant to change.
Right. So Earth, the element Earth is for Taurus, that is second Rashi, Virgo, 6th one, and Capricorn, which is 10th. Right? So 2, 6, 10. 4, 4 it will jump. 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 10. Now, what are the qualities of Earth? They are practical. They are dependable. They're solid. Earth is a solid planet, right? So they're solid, but are slow. The Earth rotates slowly. The Earth revolves slowly. So they're slow and maybe resistant to change. They're solid. Just imagine Earth. They're dependable. Of course, you can depend on it. And they're practical. So these are the characteristics of the element Earth, which is the 3 Rashis which have this Earth element are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So if you are a Taurus, if your Rashi is Taurus, then the element earth will give you these features. That is the practical aspect of it. If you're Aries sign, then the fire element, because of the fire element in the Aries sign, you will be very quick, very energetic, very active, and very courageous, right? So this is a layer, one layer of your character, okay? And this is all pertaining to your Lagna Rashi. Lagna and other planet, other this also, okay? Next, is it making sense?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now we have Sita Lakshmi ma'am, if she can read about air, the element air.
Air. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. They are thinkers, social, and communicators, but maybe unemotional at times and maybe hyperactive too.
Right. So the element air. So the third Rashi, that is Gemini, Libra, Thura, the seventh one, and Aquarius or 11th. So 3, 7, 11 has the element air in it. Air. They're thinkers, they're social, they're communicators. Air, it's easy to flow, right? It flows here and there. So they're social. They're communicators. The sound waves travel fast in air, but they may be unemotional because unemotional at times, not necessarily always, and they're hyperactive. So just imagine the actual physical qualities of air and kind of connect it with these characters, right? And therefore it will be easy to understand. Okay. Next we have next one do we have Tanya. Yes, water. If you could read water.
Water, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. They are very emotional and nurturing like mothers. They are sensitive and empathetic, but maybe moody and oversensitive.
Yes. So 4, 8, and 12. These Rashis have the element of water and they are very emotional. Just imagine water, tears, emotions. Okay. Water also nurturing, because if you don't water a plant, it's not going to grow. So water means emotions. It means nurturing like a mother. They're sensitive, empathetic. Okay. But they may be moody and oversensitive. So these are the traits of the element water. Okay. So this is one way of classifying the signs, fire, by the elements, fire, earth, air, water. And it's easy to calculate if you know the first one. So fire, the first sign of fire is Aries, that is 1, earth, that is 2, Taurus, air, that is Gemini, 3, and 4 is water. Then all the other signs will be jumped by 4 houses, 4 number. Yeah. Okay. So this is the actual placement, right? So fire, here Mesha is a fire. Fourth sign, that is Simha. Fourth from here. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth is Simha. Then 1, 2, 3, fourth is Dhanu. So 1, 2, 3, these signs are fire, have fire element. Mesha, Simha, Dhanu. Okay. Then we have earth. Vrishabha, Kanya, Makar. Then we have air. Miduna, Tura, Kumbha. And then we have water, Karka, Vrishchika, and Meena. So Karka is a crab. Crab stays in water. Vrishchika is a Scorpio. Scorpio, of course, it stays in desert also, but in water. And Meena is fish. Fish stays in water. So you can relate it that way also. Yeah. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what are the other ways of classifying a sign? Okay. And last, okay. When reading portion comes, only one person is left. Yatisha, I'll ask you to read. So the next is whether a sign is cardinal, fixed, or mutable. Now, what do you mean by cardinal?
Leadership.
Leadership. No, not in that sense. Means
Cardinal directions are your 4 fixed direction, north, south,
yes.
east, west.
But here it means it is movable. Movable means it's a trait. So there are, I'll tell you. Cardinal here it means movable. Fixed means fixed. And mutable means dual. Okay. So when I say movable, what does it mean is, I am ready for a change. I am moldable. Okay. I can adapt in any situation. I am not resistant to change. That is what cardinal or movable sign means. Now, which are the movable signs? Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. These are the movable signs. Okay. They are not fixed. Which are the fixed signs? Fixed signs are Aquarius, Scorpio. No. From where did we start? Leo. Okay. Leo, Scorpio. No. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. These are the fixed signs. When I say fixed, it means that they are resistant to change. They're pretty adamant and, they're like, ye to ye. If I have to do it this way, even if I get 10 suggestions, I'm not going to listen to anyone. I'm not going to be ready for a change very easily. That is what fixed means. And when I say dual, it means I am fixed when time comes and I adapt when time comes. I am firm with my thinking, but I do listen to others and maybe change myself. That is what movable dual means, dual, because it has qualities of both movable or cardinal and fixed. So which are the movable signs, dual signs? Dual signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So because there are only 3 types in this classification, we have 4 signs in each, right? So if it starts with 1, 4, 7, and 10, 1, 4, 7, 10 are the movable signs. 2, 5, 8, and 11. 2, 5, 8, 11 are the fixed ones. And Gemini 3, 6, 9, and 12 are the dual signs, right? It jumps by 3 houses, 3 rashis. Is this clear? Yeah. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yatish ji, can you read this?
A message has come that the train.
Oh, he is in train. Okay. No problem. Yes. So we can start from the beginning. Gayatri ma'am, can you read it? Okay. Rupa ji, can you read it?
The qualities indicate how the signs express their element needs. Cardinals or movables, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. They are assertive and are interested in initiating a change. They are self-starters, and it also denotes a new beginning.
Right. They may be resistant to change, but they're assertive and are interested in initiating a change. So they are what you would say, initiators, influencers, self-starters. So they believe in doing themselves. They will not wait for anybody else to do it. They will do it themselves. These are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Yeah. Now, Naveen, now,
Yes, ma'am.
can you please tell me your name?
Ma'am, Naveed is easier, I think.
Naveen.
So,
Okay,
yes.
Naveen. Yes, I thought it is Naveen, so I was scared to say it. Naveen.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Fixed. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. They are most stable and self-contained. They are consistent and are loyal. They are very resistant to change as it needs time for them to adapt.
Yes. So resistant to change, yes, it is, but they are stable. They are like anchors. They're stable, you can rely on them. They're self-contained. They don't need anybody else. They're consistent and they're loyal. So which are these signs? Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. These are the fixed signs, right? Okay. Yes. Next, Nikhil ji.
Mutable or dual. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. They are unstable and are open to influence by the environment. They make the transition from old to new. They are flexible and tolerant. They find it naturally easy to let go.
Right. So It's self-explanatory. They are unstable because they don't have a fixed idea, so they can waver, but they're open to influence by the environment. They make the transition easy from old to new. They're flexible and tolerant because of that nature. And they naturally, they will let go of things. They will not hold on like fixed ones, right? So that is the difference. Okay, is this kind of clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fantastic. I'm not going too fast, right?
No, no.
Okay.
No, ma'am, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so if you see, if you have a chart, a table with both the cardinal fixed and mutable and the elements in it, the fire, earth, air, and water, how would you classify? So if you see, you have one sign in each. So every sign, so cardinal or movable signs, if there are 4 cardinal signs, you will have one of each element. That is fire, earth, air, water. It's that way. So the movable signs are Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. And Aries is also a fire element. Capricorn is an earth element. Libra is air element. Cancer is water element. So now we are layering elements and the characters, right? It will signify something, is it not? Imagine a fixed earth, fixed sign, and earth element, Taurus. Very resistant to change, but highly dependable, highly dependable. The features of earth itself and the sign fixed, they are slow. Earth is slow, right? But they're dependable. And fixed is, they wouldn't want to change. So if you kind of weave these two, factors, that is the sign, the cardinal fixed or movable character, and the elements of fire, earth, air, and water, you would get one personality. And each one is different. Aries is a mix of fire and movable sign. Capricorn is a mix of earth and movable sign. Libra is a mix of air and movable sign. So each one is unique. Leo is fire and fixed. Taurus is earth and fixed. Aquarius is air and fixed. Is it not? Each sign becomes unique because of this combination. Okay, so I'll just read this part. Is this clear?
Yeah.
So between
Yes,
elements, qualities, and signs, there is only one combination of each. Aries is very unique. Aries will not be similar to Taurus. Aries is a combination of fire and movable sign, right? So there is only one combination of each, making each zodiac sign unique. For example, there is only one cardinal of fire sign and only one cardinal earth sign. Cardinal 1 fire is Aries. Cardinal 1 earth is Capricorn. And there is only one cardinal air sign, that is Libra. And so on, so forth. You can understand the nature of each sign by examining these energetic combinations and see. And then, therefore, you can talk about a person's personality, right? Is this kind of clear?
Yes.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So in the Kala Purusha chart, if okay, yes, there's one more classification, which I had first told. Classification of signs based on gender. Now it's not really gender per se, and don't go by the words positive and negative. It does not really mean in the literal sense positive and negative. So male or positive and female or negative. It is just plus and minus, not positive, negative. Because when it comes to mathematical calculations, it will be used. That is all. Okay. So all odd signs, that is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. All odd signs are considered masculine signs or plus. Okay. That is Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. And what are the traits of a masculine sign? They're outgoing. They have the external focus and they're very active. Men easily become preoccupied with problem solving, and when he can't solve a problem, involves himself in physical world like playing a game to forget it. Now, they have described it, but that this does not mean that a woman cannot have a male sign, a masculine sign. You got me? A woman can have a masculine sign, and therefore you might see that some women have a very masculine approach, and some men could have a very feminine approach. You got my point? It's not in physicality, I'm saying. It is the thought, the mentality. Okay. Now, all even signs are considered feminine or negative or minus, not negative per se. Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces. All these are feminine signs. Now, they rely on their own resources. They are reactive. Okay. Women are preoccupied with relationships and like to anticipate the needs of the others. They enjoy being helped by others and want to help other people themselves. She relaxes by talking about her problems with family or friends. Now, see, the mentality is completely different. The man, if you see here, man, let us say a being here in a masculine sign would be more interested in solving a problem by himself. And if it is not solved, will engage in physical activity. Whereas a being in a feminine sign would rather enjoy talking about her problems and be relaxed by talking and expressing, and we will be concerned with others' problems, right? So that is the difference in mentality. Okay. So this is also one of the layers. So if you have all three layers together, that is the element, earth, fire, earth, air, water, the characteristics, that is cardinal, fixed, and dual, and male and female, that is masculine and feminine. If you mix all of them together, you will get the traits of an individual. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It is a layer. It is layer upon layer upon layer. It's not just straightforward, Aries Rashi ho gaya to khatam. Nahi. Aries Rashi ke saath, you have to see which element it has, which character it is, whether dual, fixed, or this, and which gender it is, that is male, masculine or feminine. And that will give the traits. Yes? Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So yes, that is the end of today's lecture. So how did you find today's lecture? You understood anything? Of course.
Ma'am, it was excellent. It was so well presented. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyways, I acknowledge the creators of the presentation, which is not me at all, which is my guru. So I thank our gurus for giving such a nice presentation, and you for patient listening despite it being so late. And yeah, but I also enjoyed. So I really hope it translates. My enjoyment translates into your enjoyment.
Definitely.
Yes, yes. Great, great. So yes, thank you very much. If you have any doubts, you can message me. This class is anyways recorded. I will put it up on the YouTube channel, and I'll share the video link to the previous lecture also. I couldn't do it last week because I had my own emotional turmoil, and I was not really well emotionally, mentally. So anyways, I'm fine now. And I really, to be very honest, I look up to my classes every Tuesday because that is what gives me the most happiness in the entire week, I think. So thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you, madam.
And have a good night and a great week ahead. Thank you.
Yes, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Rashmi
Bye
here.
bye. Good night.
Thank you.
Can I ask one rectification, madam?
Yes, yes.
In my Kundali, the date of birth is it has been mentioned as 1956. It is actually 1965.
Okay, okay. I'll make that note, sir. If you could just message, I'll make that note, sir.
Okay, madam.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night.
Ma'am, one it is not query, but then you had asked us to read that Amar Chitra Katha that you had given. In
Yes,
that,
yes.
it was mentioned about Earth and Sun and planets. So I thought maybe you're going to reveal that thing.
What was mentioned? Earth and sun and planets in Amar Chitra Katha, is it?
Yeah. So
Okay, I thought
I
no. I mean, I meant for it to be a reference for just Ramayana and the characters. Nothing
Okay.
other than that. Oh yes, the
No, nothing.
but the yes. So when I explained, it was to do with the planets. Sun is the king.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
No.
not
And
mentioned in
another
the.
observation was because I had read with the thought that they will talk about the timing. Nowhere they had mentioned which day it was and what it was. That was
Timing
my
of what, ma'am?
observation.
Timing of what, ma'am?
I mean, like, eventually this happened. Eventually this incidents happened. That
Oh,
is what.
okay, okay. Ma'am,
But they
actually, it
never
is
mention
very
anywhere.
honestly, it is
Yeah.
just a cartoon book for
Yeah.
children to read with no real this. Just for fun, I had given. So
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
brush up. I'm sorry, you took
Yeah.
it very seriously.
No, 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 no. Nothing like that. I was, I mean, while reading, I was trying to find there must be something if ma'am had
No,
said something about this.
you overanalyzed it. No, no, no.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
quite
no, no,
possible.
not at all. It was just for fun, just a diversion. Yes, I will be sharing the screenshot of the book which Bala sir has asked me to read on astrology. It is more in depth and very nice book. So I will share that screenshot today
Okay.
with
Okay.
you. Yes, and you
Sakala.
can
Hi,
download
madam.
it
Please change my date of birth from 1956.
to 65. Yes, yes, I will do that, sir. Definitely, I will do that.
Actually, it is 12th June 1965. My
Okay, okay. No, no.
hold mute ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
I will do that, sir. No problem, sir.
Sorry, madam. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
this
Good
is
night.
Okay, good night, ma'am. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.